节目由香港国际机场出品呈现。
每次回香港快落地时，看着窗外的山与海缓缓掠过眼前，我就感觉到我回家了。这些山山水水，它们赋予了香港如此独特的模样。香港国际机场为了守护好身边这片海洋，正在践行可持续发展理念。机管局给我介绍了一位局里的生物多样性专家。这么大的机场，我要找，听说是一个很帅的男士。来，我找一个外国人。好，我来找。为什么机场需要生物多样性专家呢？一座机场又跟可持续发展有什么关系呢？我看到他了 ，Martin。
Hello, Sylvia. Lovely to meet you. I'm Martin.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome to this part of the airport.
Yes. Why are we meeting here?
Well,
Wow, there must be a reason you asked me to come here, right? 哇，我觉得机场实在太用心了，在这样寸土寸金的地方，没有选择投放广告，而是把山水搬到旅客眼前。看来他们真的是非常在意大自然。I see a lot of water. So does your work involve with water?
yes.
Oh, yes?
I am more involved in the marine side of things. Of course, the airport is situated in North Lantau waters,
Right.
which is the marine environment. One of my focuses is marine ecology and biodiversity in the area, the airport and around the airport.
Can you give me just a little bit of explanation of what does it mean?
Sustainability means balancing, environmental care and protection with economic development. I think we're going to go and find a location to the south of the airport which will show the environment that we're in, and we can introduce some of the initiatives we have near the airport for marine ecological enhancement.
Let's go.
Okay, fantastic, yes. Let's go. It's going to be an adventure.
Right.
My wife is very interested that we're meeting today.
Your wife is from Hong Kong.
Chinese, yeah.
All right.
You're very normal on film. I'm very nervous.
No, it's okay. Nobody know you're nervous.
You can see the beautiful natural environment right behind Tung Chung there. And the airport was built north of the island, mostly on reclaimed land. See the houses up there? It's one of the original populations.
Right.
It's still, no road connection.
So the water here still maintains in good condition.
Yeah, it flushes through very well, and normal tidal circulation. Very healthy marine environment.
Oh, nice.
Even if I go out at lunchtime from my office, I get into Lantau in 10 minutes. It's very rare to find that sort of balance between
Yes.
where you live and all the things you can do. You can see the new North Runway over there.
I see.
So you can see the scale. I like it here because you can see the scale of the airport footprint. We have a run on the runway.
Runway, I know, I heard it's going to be too long.
No,
too long.
You could do 3K or 5K.
香港机场所在的这个小岛，它以前是长这样。你看它黄土裸露的样子，像不像打起来的人？在粤语里，赤勒和赤辣发音相近，所以人们就开玩笑的就称这里为赤辣角。后来，香港新机场搬到了这里，飞机跑道延伸到了海洋中，赤辣角变成了机场岛。
When we expand the airport, of course, we take over a footprint into the marine environment. We lose some of the water body and some of the seafloor. That's an impact. We have to manage that as part of any sustainable development in Hong Kong. What we have in North Lantau here, you've got the Pearl River, which is Pearl River estuary. You get this quite shallow delta here, which really is soft mud bottom. The seafloor is soft and muddy, and it has a certain ecology and fauna and flora, but fairly simple. What we're trying to do is just enhance what's there naturally and create more sort of abundance and more diversity in some small areas.
So you're working with another company, or you're working with different companies?
Our approach is come up with initiatives with experts like Lulu from the Nature Conservancy, and she says if you do this, it will work. So we do a small-scale artificial reef, and then we trial it and monitor for 6 months to see if fish are coming, to see what's growing on it. We showed that they're quite effective.
海面下面的人工礁石，那会是什么样子 ？Martin 给我介绍了人工礁石项目的合作者 Lulu， 大自然保护协会的策略总监。他又是怎么跟机场结缘的呢
Hello，
你一定是 Lulu，
我是露露。
你好，
Yes，
你好，
你好，你好，
你好，
幸会，张姐。
今天要跟你真的多讨教很多的问题。
都是从很小的地方做起。
是吗？
对。
好，就来听听看啊。
好。
你跟 Martin 两个是合作，是不是？
对，合作伙伴。
那你做这个做了多久了？
我在 TNC 就16年了。之前我在联合国基金会，之后就加入了 TNC。
我们现在去的是
Staff Canteen， 对，员工的餐厅。
我们去员工餐厅啊。
对。
哇哦。员工餐厅有很多 surprise 吗？
我们是要用一道传统美食来做环境保护的工作。我们就坐这儿吧。
好，哇，这个 view 也太好了一点吧？
对，靠窗的。
哇。好，露露，那你可以告诉我今天的食物跟这个可持续的这个
持续发展的关系
是什么呢？
其实也是机缘巧合，我们跟香港的这个机管局开展了一个环境修复的合作项目，着重的生态系统，正好是我们大家很熟悉的美食。提起这个生蚝的时候，你会有一些什么样的就是第一反应？
我第一个反应就是要配好酒。
对。但其实呢，它不光是一道美食，也是很重要的一个生态系统。生蚝它是一种非常有效的滤食性动物，就是它会在水中摄取浮游生物，特别是浮游藻类，水体富营养化、藻类爆发啊，影响水质的这些风险就会降低，就是因为它的这种滤食的这种习性。
OK。
1公顷健康的礁体就可以将36个奥林匹克标准的游泳池的水体净化一遍。
蚝礁是什么样子的东西？
可以给你看一下。大致的，对。自然界中的蚝礁，它就会不断的生长，老一辈的死掉之后，新的它又会从里面长出来，层层叠叠不断的生长。
我真的不知道原来生蚝是这样子去成长的呀。
是的，
我从来都没有想过，一只小小的生蚝竟然有如此大的作用，就像一个默默打扫卫生的海洋清洁工。然而，这位勤劳的清洁工踏入了人类活动的范围时，他的命运会发生怎么样的转变呢？
全球来讲，85%以上的牡蛎礁都已经灭绝。因为我们要经济发展嘛，这也是没有办法的事情。怎么达到一个平衡，还自然与自然，使这个蚝礁重新能够生长回来？
对，我们怎么样让大自然里面本来就有的生物持续的生存下去？
机管局他们设置了改善海洋生态环境的基金，那我们就是申请了那个基金去做好客回收的项目。
像你们这样子收回 oyster 的时候，你们还要不要做特别的处理？
要的。要放到这个 site 上面，
哇哦，看，
要放到这个 site 上面，最少日晒雨淋6个月以上。
所以要恢复它的本质，还需要6个月的风吹雨晒。
经过很长时间的 weather 之后，你看就跟
好漂亮哦，
是很漂亮。
对啊，
就是大自然的艺术品哈，
这真的变艺术品了。
对。
露露告诉我，早在1年前。 他们就开展了一次实验性的豪浇建设，并且取得了很不错的效果。
This one very good. 这种装好袋的牡蛎壳，我们在上面已经培养了一些小的牡蛎苗。显微镜下牡蛎苗就是这个样子，
像胚胎一样啊。
对，是的。把我们包好的牡蛎壳放在 tank 里面，他们就自己会去找他喜欢的牡蛎壳。
奇怪啊，会找自己喜欢的。
是的。
露露告诉我，当这些可爱的牡蛎苗在蚝壳上安家之后，它们就可以重回大海的怀抱了。
Oh, look at this. That's a nice number. You kind of want 10.
你看，眼前这些编织袋都是用淀粉做的。当牡蛎稳稳地在海底筑起家园，这些编织袋就悄无声息地降解了。
过了几个月之后，我们会取出一些壳来，看看它们存活率，这些都是生长的小牡蛎。1年之后，水底的物种增加了40-50倍，就很多的小虾、小蟹
都回来了，
就开始出现了。我们甚至还找到了 coral，
是吗？
对。但这些它们看上去都不是那么 glamorous， 因为都被福尔马林泡过，然后放到实验室了嘛。这个不是他们刚取出来的，
本来比较漂亮的。
对，这科学研究很多时候就是看上去很 boring 的东西，就相当于我们带回来一个物种，就带回了很多物种的家，就把这个家园重新给它建立起来了。
听到露露说有好多的生物又回到了这儿，我一下子就明白为什么机场会有像 Martin 这样的生物多样性专家了。他在这里就是为了要让生物重回家园。Martin 告诉我，他们现在做的事情将会带来更为宏大的远景。
Next to the airport, we have the airport restricted zone, where vessels are restricted, just like the marine protected area. And there are 2,400 hectares of new marine park, all the way around the north and west of the airport. We take advice from the fishing community. We do periodic fish fry release around the airport and tag some of them and see if they survive for 6 months. They survive. We can hear them on a eco sound. Yeah, we can detect them. The problem is you can't see it all out here.
Right. I mean, it's all underneath, right?
Yes. Yeah.
我完全没有想到，在机场跑道的尽头，浪潮起伏的海面下，竟会发生如此丰富多彩的变化。当生蚝打好前站，接下来鱼、虾、蟹、蚌就都有家了。
让我们有一个机会，所以我们也来这个贡献一下啊，这个
我也可以邀请您挑选你喜欢的蚝壳，下一次我们在投放蚝壳来做胶体的时候，也把您的小小的心愿包含在里面。
好，我就画一颗心好了。
nice，
画一颗心，
海洋之心。
等一下，我要来拍张照。
好呀，
来。漂亮啊！
自然的艺术品。
在这次旅程中 ，Martin 和 Lulu 一直反复提到 balance 平衡。我想，这应该就是可持续发展的真谛吧。
这上面我们看的好像都是钢筋水泥，但是在水下就是一个非常美丽的海底世界。
所以表示那边的海洋生态应该现在是会越来越好，
正在悄悄的恢复过程中吧。
对了，赤辣椒名字的由来还有一种说法，说是因为这里盛产红辣鱼才得名。我听说有朋友在维多利亚港钓到了野生红辣鱼。
哦，沙拉仔。
你看，经济的繁荣或许给这片海域留下了一些痕迹，但在今天的努力下，香港的海水正在恢复生命力，继续滋养万物，这让我充满了期待。我想下次我再降落到赤辣椒机场的时候，所见到的不再只是飞机起降与山海风景， 我心中还会有海面下的生蚝和它的同伴们。哦，还有我留下的那个小星星。
But you love Hong Kong, right?
Yeah, it's great, easy to meet people, very dynamic place, I think.
And especially in the airport, you meet all sorts of people from everywhere.
Yeah, I just met you. Incredible.
I found Hong Kong is a wonderful place to live in. People do respect your privacy.
Absolutely. Even you. Yeah, that's fantastic.
I just can go anywhere I want.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Yeah, so I'm happy. You know, I've been here for many years, decades. This Hong Kong journey.
You want to share a little bit about this?
Well, not really. It's not. The focus is ecological and cultural.
No.